Wow. So we got ourselves a new #1 rated WBO junior welterweight fighter, ladies and gentlemen. One part of the three, the Vargas dynasty. I would say the most talented of them all. The one only boxer now, as the other two brothers, Amado Vargas and Fernando Vargas Jr., are signed over to BKB, where Jojo Diaz just signed to. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, just thought I'd throw that in there. The man's going to be fighting on Victor Ortiz's undercard. Yeah. Bruh, BKB's just signing all the boxers right now, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to make this an actual boxers, bare knuckle boxing business. My goodness, bro. But Emiliano Vargas, El General, El General, NABF and WBO Latino Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, has just been elevated after stopping Bryce Mills in the 4th round last Saturday's co-main event of the Xander Zayas versus Jerome Boots and his undercard. Emiliano Vargas decided to come into this fight and fight southpaw the whole time. Did y'all realize that he did it? That he told his brothers and that he told his dad that he was going to come into this fight against Bryce Mills and only fight southpaw, bro. And my goodness, did he look absolutely fantastic. It almost reminds me of when Terrence Bud Crawford fought against Errol Spence Jr. Completely different fights, completely different high levels. But y'all remember Terrence Bud Crawford came out and fought southpaw the whole goddamn fight. Errol Spence didn't even train for southpaw fighters. Now that's, his and Derek James's fault. But Terrence Bud Crawford, known for switching stances, fights in the orthodox position, is an orthodox fighter. But a lot of people say when he steps into that southpaw position, he's even better. I'm not saying Emiliano Vargas is as good as Terrence Bud Crawford, but what I seen in that fight, and Bryce Mills is not even close to the same level as Errol Spence Jr., but the man came out and fought southpaw the whole goddamn fight. Nothing but respect for Emiliano Vargas, who has been looking absolutely fantastic. I believe he's 18-0 now. 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Emiliano Vargas, now rated #1 in the WBO junior welterweight rankings, which means he's next up to be the mandatory for Shakur Stevenson's WBO 140-pound belt. Now, don't expect this fight to happen unless the WBO, for some reason orders it. I don't think this is gonna be happening anytime soon. But don't expect Emiliano Vargas, now that he's rated #1, to go straight into a fight with Shakur Stevenson. I believe top-ranked Bob Arum are still looking to take care of Emiliano Vargas and continue to give this guy at least 1 to 2 more fights against top 15 contenders, top 10 contenders, to be able to give him a little bit more experience. I think throwing him in there with Shakur Stevenson, it's just a little too early in Emiliano Vargas's career. Or the last thing that you want is something that replicates his dad's career, being thrown into the big fights a little too young in your career. Although, y'all see the way his career turned out. The faster you get to these big name fights, the bigger your name gets. But Emiliano Vargas has a lot of promise behind him. He has all the backing behind him. They're going to try to build this guy smartly. If Shakur Stevenson ever decides to vacate his WBO title, y'all know now that he's rated #1, he will be next in line to fight for that vacant title, which is absolutely breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Emiliano Vargas moved up, and this is the future, bro. I know Emiliano Vargas to some people, isn't that guy. He has the looks and the bravado and everything that comes with that, but when it comes to skill, some may say he's not at the highest level. But I'll tell you what, bro, that performance that I seen from Emiliano Vargas against Bryce Mills absolutely impressed me. I felt like I actually seen and I was looking at something different. Impressed me more than all his other performances. Emiliano is getting better as fight goes on. And my goodness, did he impress me in his last fight. It's a big deal that this man is now rated #1 in the WBO junior welterweight rankings. I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel, man. Some good stuff right here. Some good stuff. Emiliano Vargas, I'm predicting, you know, by mid-2027, maybe late 2027 is when we're going to start seeing Emiliano Vargas compete with some of those high level world championship fights. As of now, we got about 1 to 2 more tune-up fights, I believe, and then the man will be ready. But only time will tell. We'll see what happens with Gustavo Olivetti and what he ends up deciding what to do. They go by the rules, whatever they want to do. Let's see what he ends up having to say about this in the next interview that we see by him. Let me know what you guys think, though, bro. I'm out.